Hi everyone, welcome along. We're just going to start today lying on your back. So if you take your time to come down, you can either just lie in Shavasana, or if you would like to, you can have your feet wide and knees dropping in towards one another. So just take a moment or two, just coming onto your mat. Take your time to get settled in. Maybe allow your eyes to close. Just take a few moments, just coming away from your morning so far. And start to draw your attention inwards. Maybe today take your right hand on your heart and your left hand on your belly and start to move in to your breath. Allow the breath to be smooth and even. As your breath starts to even out, then just start to notice your body, just how it feels this morning. Maybe direct your breath towards any areas that feel particularly tight. Try and soften as much as you can through your head and your neck, along your shoulders and down your arms, down through your spine to your hips, and through the legs and the feet. As the body starts to relax, then simply notice how you feel. Just allowing any thoughts that you might have just to come and go. So today I thought we would do an optimism practice. So optimism, according to Helen Keller, is the faith that leads to achievement. And it says nothing can be done without hope and confidence. And yoga is a lot like that. So we keep feeling hopeful that, the feelings that we get as we do yoga and that the benefits that we receive after it will continue. And that's why we keep turning up to our mats. And today, if you think about optimism, it's also the power of positive thought. And about 50 years ago, there was a book written about positive thinking. And basically, one of the big things about it is to try to visualize optimism, so visualize success. So I invite you to do that today. So for any posture that you maybe struggle with or you find really challenging, then try and visualize that in your mind, and hopefully that will assist you in achieving what you want to achieve. But for now, we're going to stretch out a little bit. You may need a strap today. You don't necessarily have to have one, but if you've got one and it's handy, then grab it. And you can start to move a little bit first of all. And then if you draw your right knee just in towards your chest, and you can either keep your left foot on the ground or you can extend it along the ground. And then on an inhale, if you move your right knee just over towards the right a little bit. And on the exhale, move it over towards the left shoulder off. So just moving kind of back and forwards here, just in your own time. So over to the right and then over to the left. And we'll do that one more time, just a little hip mobility. Try and keep both hips level as you do that. And then bring the knee back to the center. So if you don't have a strap, then just move your hands to the back of your right thigh and then start to lift your leg up towards the sky. So just stretching through your hamstring. You can hold there, or you can move the hands up. If you have a strap, then just take the strap, find the ball of your right foot, and then start to extend the leg up. And again, try not to be too aggressive with it. And always bend that left foot to the floor if you need to. But just gently, just holding the leg there, gently encouraging it forwards. And again, if you have a strap, we'll take both straps into your right hand and then start to allow the leg to move over to the right, just stretching the inner thighs. If you have no strap, then just hands to the right of the thigh So right hand on right thigh, and just move it over. So just supporting it, just gently with that hand. Try and press down through your left hip, through your left shoulder. And breathe into any sensations you might feel. Now slowly move the leg back towards the centre, and then we'll take it the other way. So just take it over now. Again, both straps in the left hand, or just the left hand, just to the inside of your left thigh. Maybe stretch your right arm out, press your right shoulder blade down. You slowly make your way back into the middle. Bend the leg if you have the strap on, just release the strap, and then lengthen both legs, so just along the ground, and just feel the difference between the legs. And then we'll change sides, so we'll bring that left knee in. Either keep your right leg long or bend it, if that bit helps you. And then when you're ready, on an inhale, move over to the left a little. And as you exhale, take it over towards the right. So make this bigger or smaller, just where do you feel the sensation? Just explore it, see what it feels like. Okay, one more time. And then when you move back into the centre, again, take your hands either behind the back of your thigh and just lengthen the leg, just so you feel a sensation through the back of your thigh, through the hamstring. Move the legs up, or grab your strap and use the strap. And try not to be too forceful with it, so gently assisting with that stretch. And then when you're ready, both straps into the left hand, or just take your left hand to the outside of that thigh, and then allow the leg to move over towards the left. So as you do that, press down through your right hip and right shoulder. Take it to where you feel that sensation through the inner thighs. Okay, we'll slowly make our way back to the middle. So we'll take sides and take it the other way. So again, both straps in the right hand now. And you can take it all the way over to a twist here if you wanted to. You don't have to. But press down through the left shoulder a little. Okay, in your own time, slowly come back in. Again, bend the leg and release the strap if you need to. And take the legs long. So allow just that feeling to just move through your body. Okay, from there, we'll bend the legs again. We're coming in for a little bit of core work here, so just bend your legs so the knees are over your hips. And you can either keep your upper body on the ground, stretch your arms along the ground, or reach the hands forward and lift the upper body up off the ground. So we're going to do some little toe taps here. So deep breath in, and then we're going to release down through your right foot. Just tap the toes and then start to change legs. So it's an alternating toe tap here. Again, upper body can lower if it feels a little bit too much. And if you need a little bit more, then stretching through the legs, so taking a little bit further away so that the heel goes down. Hold on, just 8 more of these, just warming up nice and gently. Okay, release in, bring your knees in towards your chest, and you can take a little roll there if you want. Now from there, we're going to come up. So again, either just use your hands to come up, or maybe roll back and forwards to come up. Take your time. And when you come up, we're going to move round. So we're going to come to all fours when you're ready. So we'll spread the hands under your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Take a deep breath in. We're going to drop the belly here and pull your chest forwards. And then as you breathe out, we're going to round through the upper back and the shoulders, pushing them that way. So we'll do that again. So inhale, drop the belly and pull the chest forwards. And on the exhale, rounding in. Do that a couple more times, so just warming up through your spine. And then when you're ready, slowly make your way back into a more neutral position. So with a flat back, with the belly drawn in. Take a deep breath in here, and as you exhale, we're going to draw the right knee towards your chest. Okay, and as you inhale, just extending the leg behind you So do that again. So exhale, draw the knee in round the back, and inhale, press away. Now we're going to keep on this. If you want a little bit more, on your next breath out, we're going to move forwards a little bit. Bend your elbows and lower down. As you inhale, move back up. So on the exhale again, draw the knee in round your back. On the inhale, press away. As you exhale, move forward, bend the elbows a little, and move back up. We'll do that twice more. Again, you don't have to do the elbow bending, and we're not taking that far, so it's just a little bend. So we're not going all the way down, just warming up through the arms. Do one more. And again, you can leave it out. Okay, when you come back up, we'll draw the knee back in again, so round your back, and then we'll step that foot up towards the top. So taking your time, again, spread your fingers, lift the belly, maybe slide that back leg away, so the left leg slides away. Keep the hips nice and even. And then from there, we're going to tuck the toes under and lift through your back leg. Now we're going to take the hands to the inside of your front leg, so the inside of your right leg, and then we're going to walk the hands round towards the left. So we keep kind of walking away. So this is a kind of combination move of downward facing dog and lunge. So a down dog lunge. So when you're ready, push through the hands, push away as if you're doing down dog in the upper body, and through the lower body, it's a lunge position. So we're pressing away through our hands, opening up through the shoulders, drawing the belly up and in. Okay, one more deep inhale. And then slowly walk your hands back round. And then we'll take one hand either side of that front foot and we'll step back to plank. So from here, we're going to lower down. So you could lower your knees, or you could just bend your elbows and lower down, whatever you feel like at the moment. And then keep your hands under your shoulders, draw your shoulders down your back. Maybe take your feet and spread your toes, so the toes are pointing down. And then on an inhale, we'll come up, just a little cobra. So lift the chest, draw the shoulders. And then on the exhale, releasing back down. Do that again, so inhale, coming up. And on the exhale, release down. Do that one more time, so inhale, lift. And exhale. Okay, from here, just push back onto your knees first of all, and then tuck your toes and press back downward facing dog. So when you get there, maybe give your head a little shake. And maybe on an inhale, just bend one leg, so you could try and keep the other leg a little bit straighter. And then when you're ready, just change sides. And then maybe start to pedal through your feet a little bit. Okay, when you're ready, on an inhale, lift your heels and just lower your knees down towards the ground. So coming back in to this all fours position. So we're going to circle around, so move up towards your wrists and then move back towards your heels. So just taking your time. Now you can stay with that. If you want to, we're going to move into a figure of 8. So we'll come up and over the shoulders, and then we'll push back on a diagonal and then move side to side on your hips. Up and over on the diagonal and back on the diagonal. But again, you know, work where you can, where it feels right to you. And if you can, change direction, so go the other way. Again, you know, as long as you're moving, it doesn't really matter what shape you're creating. Well done. And then we'll slowly make our way back to the middle. So again, draw the belly in a little bit. And when you're ready, as you exhale, so take a deep breath in, draw in through your right left knee, and then extend it behind you. So do that again, so draw in, round your back, pull the belly in, and extending through the legs. So as long as you change legs, it doesn't matter which side. Okay, so I'll add on again. So when you're ready, if you want to move forwards a little bit, bend your elbows and press back up on that inhale. So exhale, draw the knee in. On the inhale, pressing the leg behind you. As you exhale, move forwards a little bit, bend your elbows and push back up. Okay, we'll do 2 more of these. So draw in. So rounding your back. And forcefully kind of press the leg away. It's as if you're working with some tension. And when you come back up, we'll pull the knee in, we'll hold the knee in towards your chest, and then we'll step it through to the front. So again, when you get there, maybe slide back through that right leg, lift the chest a little, so maybe come up onto your fingertips, draw the inner thighs in, and lift through your belly. And keeping all that, we'll start to move up. So we'll tuck the toes under on the back leg, lift through your back knee, and then move your hands to the inside of that left foot. And then we're going to walk around again. So walk your hands round towards the side, just the way you can, and then push away from you. Try not to let the legs kind of collapse. Draw the inner thighs in even more to keep yourself in the centre as you push your arms and your shoulders away in this downward facing lunge, if you like, down dog lunge. Okay, well done. From here, slowly walk yourself back round. One hand either side of your foot now. Set back to plank. And we'll lower all the way down again, so knees down first, or bend your elbows and lower yourself all the way down. Okay, from there, spread your fingers, spread your toes, and on an inhale, rise up to cobra. As you exhale, release back down. So do that again. So inhale, coming up, shoulders down your back, and exhale, release. And one last time, so inhale up, and exhale. Okay, from here, when you're ready, push onto your knees, tap your toes, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Again, make any movements, so maybe pedaling your feet a little bit. Maybe move your hips gently side to side. So optimism is really aligned very well with yoga. So, yoga teaches us to keep turning up, to be ever hopeful, if you like, that our practice will improve or change, and not just the asana, but, in our presence, so being present all the time, in our breath, just our acceptance even of the asana is really important. Okay, when you're ready, we'll start to move our hands back towards your feet. And staying there just with the legs at distance apart, and the knees can be bent. And maybe start to straighten one leg, so you bend a little bit more through the other one. And then maybe change sides. Again, just bending one leg, straightening the other one. Try not to allow the weight to move back too much, so keep it centered over your feet. And one more time. And then as you're ready, bend both knees. So on an inhale here, lengthening forwards. And as you exhale, fold back in towards your legs. On the inhale, reach up. And on the exhale, bring the palms together in front of the heart. Again, inhale, reach. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, lengthen. And on the exhale, folding back in. As you inhale, reach up. And on the exhale, palms meet the heart. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, fold back in. Inhale, reach. Exhale, palms meet the heart. Okay, one more time. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, lengthen. And on the exhale this time, we'll take the hands down and we'll walk the hands all the way back out to downward facing dog. So again, take your time to find your position, to find your foundation. Maybe close your eyes and maybe visualize how you would like your downward dog to feel, to look in your mind's eye. And always kind of picture success, always picture it in the successful version that you would like to see. Okay, when you're ready, on an inhale, we'll lift the heels. This time we'll step or walk towards the top, so just take your time. Have your feet hip distance again. Inhale, lengthen forwards. And on the exhale, folding back in. As you inhale, reach up. And on the exhale, hands meet the heart. Just closing the eyes down just for a moment. And optimism in our yoga practice doesn't mean that we're foolhardy with it. So it doesn't mean that we always think we'll be able to, do a crow and jump up and stay there, or jump up and do a handstand. We're, accepting of where we are, but hopeful, ever hopeful of experiencing or achieving something else. Okay, when you're ready, we'll release the hands. So on an inhale, reaching up with your arms. And on the exhale, folding forwards towards your legs. As you inhale, lengthen. And on the exhale, we'll step to plank and lower down in your own way. So if you want to lower your knees, you can. Inhale, upward facing. And on the exhale, press back, downward facing. So breathing deeply. So to be optimistic, to be ever hopeful, it really relies on us being healthy and us being or feeling fit and us really being able to sleep and all the rest of it. And that's where yoga can come in handy, because it can help us to feel fitter, to feel healthier, and to feel able to sleep a bit more as well. Okay, when you're ready, on an inhale, we'll lift the heels, look to your hands and step or walk towards the top. As we inhale, lengthen forwards. And on the exhale, fold back in. On the inhale, reach up. And on the exhale, hands meet the heart. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, lengthen. And on the exhale, step back and then lower down. Inhale up. And exhale back. That doesn't mean that if you practice yoga, then every day is a good day. We all have bad days. Just makes us more able to cope with the bad days as well. Okay, on an inhale, lift your heels, look to your hands, step or walk towards the top. Inhale, lengthen forwards, and on the exhale, fold back in. As you inhale, reach up, and exhale, hands meet the heart. Okay, we'll do this one more time. So inhale up, and exhale. Inhale, lengthen, and on the exhale, step back, and lower in your own way, or skip it entirely. And exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Breathing deeply. So maybe even take a big sigh out your mouth, so you can take that deep breath in and then just let it go. Okay, when you're ready, on an inhale, we'll lift the heels, look to your hands and step or walk up towards the top of your mat. As you inhale, lengthen, and on the exhale, fold back in. Inhale, reach up, and on the exhale, palms meet the heart. Maybe just close your eyes down. Just notice how you're feeling, how your body feels, and how optimistic you are. Okay, we'll release the hands and open the eyes. So we're going to come in and do a couple of balance postures. If you have a strap, then that would be handy to use it. If you don't, I can give you some options for doing them without the strap. And again, these are some nice ones that you can, if you're don't feel that you're that good at them at the moment, then you can use that positive visualization to see what it will look like in your mind's eye. And what we think is often what the brain thinks is what will happen, what we will achieve. So we'll spread our toes, bend the knee on the right leg. And we're going to lift through that left leg. So if you don't have a strap, you can just take your hands just to the front of that shin. Just hold it there. You can even take the hands behind the back of your thigh and extend it forwards. And if you can grab hold of your foot, then you can maybe come in. If you're using your strap, and again, use a wall here if you want to. Put it around the ball of your foot and just lengthen the leg forwards. So again, try and stand upright rather than kind of hunching. Lift your belly. And then if you want to, you don't necessarily have to, but you could take it out to the side as well. And again, if you don't have a strap, then just move your knee out to the side. Maybe hand behind the thigh and extend the leg forwards. Just work where you can, where it feels right, and think more of stretching up and use grounding through your feet rather than getting the leg higher. Okay, when you're ready, we'll move to the centre. We're going to release the leg and release the strap. So we're not going to use the strap for the next one. Again, use a wall if you need to. Spread your toes, same leg again. So same leg, spread your toes on the right leg, bend the knee a little, and just lift up through that leg. And you can just hold there. If you want to now, extend the leg forward, you can. Well done. Slowly now, release the leg down. Bring your feet together. Bring your hands towards your heart. And close your eyes down. And just notice the sensations in your body. Your breath. And where your mind goes. Okay, we'll release the hands, open the eyes. So we'll come in for the other side. So again, spread your toes on your left leg, bend your knee and lift through your belly. So if you're not using the strap, just lift the leg up, draw the knee in, lift up nice and tall. And you could use a strap around your knee as well. Okay, otherwise, take the leg forwards. Again, one strap in either hand, both straps, whatever you feel like. And stay here. So if you want to stay here and work on this. Otherwise, take the leg round to the side if you want to. And again, if you don't have the strap, don't worry about it. Just bending in that knee and lifting up. Maybe extend the leg forward if you want to, but just work where you can. Well done. One more deep inhale. We'll move back in. We'll release any straps that you have. And again, we'll come back in. If you want to still use your strap, please don't let me tell you otherwise. But if you'd like to, spread your toes on the left leg and then lift through that right knee. So lifting up, maybe hold here, maybe extend the leg forward. Again, just hold it and breathe. Well done. Slowly release the leg back down, feet together, and draw the palms in. Okay. Release the hands and open the eyes. So we'll come in for a few standing postures now. So if you have a block, that would be handy for the standing postures. Now I'll give you some options for these standing postures as well. So we'll come up towards the top of your mat when you're ready. Relax the shoulders down your back, spread your toes, lengthen through your legs. So a really strong mountain posture to begin. So optimistic, confident, and hopeful. Okay, so on an inhale, reach with the arms. On the exhale, folding forwards towards your legs. As you inhale, lengthen. And on the exhale, you can take a vinyasa or you can skip it. So stepping back. Inhale, upward facing. And as you exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Okay, from here, take a deep inhale. We're going to step your right foot up towards the top. So look where you're going. Step your right foot forward. We're coming to high lunge here. So if you move up into that high lunge, so keep your back foot so you're in the ball of your foot. Either hands to your front thigh or maybe reach up with the arms. So relax the shoulders, try and have the shoulders and the hips forward. You can bend your back knee, you can straighten your back knee, whatever it feels like. But have a little tilt in the pelvis so you're protecting through the low back. Now again, the next posture that we're doing is Warrior 3. And again, that is one where you can visualise and think about and see in your mind's eye you doing it. If you don't want to do it today, you can stay here. Or otherwise, you can come down with the hands to heart. You can just lift your back leg a little bit off the ground. We're going to press through your front toes and we're going to lift the back leg. So we're lifting up through that back leg. And then start to work your right leg straight. Flexing in your back foot. Try and keep it level with your hips. Maybe keep your hands towards your heart or maybe reach your hands back. But just work where you can, when it feels right to you. If you've got a wall, it's very handy to hold on to. Okay, we'll take one more deep inhale. Now we're going to move back, so you might want to bring your hands to your heart. We're stepping back to Warrior 2. So as gracefully as you can, step back, turn the toes so they're facing towards the long edge of your mat, and then open up through your shoulders, through your hips. So pull back a little bit through that left thigh. Draw the right knee back, draw the inner thighs together, and look along your front hand. Okay, we'll take one more deep inhale. Now we're going to work the front leg straight. So we're going to move into Trikonasana. Try not to lock it out. And then lengthen forward, so stretch forward. If you have a block, or you want to sit your hand to your shin, then do that, or to a block or to the floor. And then reach up with that left hand. Okay, maybe take it behind your back if you feel that's better for you. But just work where you can, where it feels right. Lengthen through both sides of your waist. Draw the inner thighs in. Okay, take one more deep inhale. We'll start to move up, so draw the belly in, start to rise back up, and just re-bend that front leg, so coming back into Warrior 2. And we're going to move back in, either to Trikonasana or into a twisted version of Trikonasana, so it's entirely up to you. So when you're ready, either just straighten your front leg again and move forwards. If you want to, straighten your front leg, release your hands, and then step your back foot in just a little bit. So maybe a few inches. Turn your back toes so that your shoulders and your hips come round towards the front. And then reach forward with your right hand. Now you could do this with a block. So you could have a block in your right hand and then reaching forwards and then take the block down towards the ground. Now we're then facing down towards the ground. We want our chest to face down towards the right. So you could grab with your right hand your rib cage, draw yourself round, and then reach up through that right hand. Again, if it doesn't feel right, then come out of it. But try and keep pulling in through that right hip. So draw it in, draw the inner thighs together. One more deep inhale. Slowly release that right hand. So we're going to move up again. So on an inhale, start to come back up. Move back to Warrior 2. So just re-bend that front leg just to release the tension in it a little bit. And then release your hands down towards the ground. As you do that, turn onto the toes of your back leg. So we're in this runner's lunge. And from here, we're just going to do a little twist. So we'll keep the left hand on the ground and then turn and open through that right hand. So again, just coming in for a little bit of a twist. So if you missed it on Trikonasana, you can grab it here. And your hands could be on your right hand, could be on this right knee as well, rather than reaching up. Okay, release your right hand down towards the ground. And then we'll bend through the back leg. We'll just step up towards the top of your mat. And on an inhale, lengthen forwards. As you exhale, fold back in. As you inhale, reach up. And on the exhale, we'll bring the palms together in front of your heart. Maybe just close your eyes down. Just notice how you feel. Notice your breath. And where your mind's closed. Okay, we'll release the hands and open the eyes. So we're just going to do exactly the same thing on the other side. You can stay where you are. I'm just going to move here just to ease of showing it. But if you want to move your block round, do that. And again, make your way in to a strong mountain pose. So feet spread, legs nice and strong, shoulders relaxed down. And then when you're ready, inhale and reach. As you exhale, folding forwards towards your legs. On the inhale, lengthen. And on the exhale, step to plank and lower down, or move straight to downward facing dog if that suits you better. Inhale, upward facing. And on the exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Breathing deeply. So maybe take a big breath in and sigh out your mouth if that serves you. So we're going to step your your left foot up towards the top this time. Again, we're coming to that high lunge position. So if you step it through, stay on the ball of your foot in the back leg, you slide it back a bit and start to make your way up. So either coming up onto that knee or reaching up with the arms, whatever feels right. And again, imagine you're drawing in towards the centre. Keep the back knee bent if that's better for you. Push through your back heel, shoulders directly over your hips. So once more, you can stay here, or maybe bring the hands to your heart and step up to warrior three. So press through that big toe, lift through your back leg. Start to work the front leg straight and point the toes and the back leg down. Again, stay here, or maybe reach your hands back. Just what feels right for you just now. Okay, take a deep inhale, and we'll make our way back to warrior two. So we'll place the foot, open up through your chest, reaching your arms, and sink into it a little bit. So make any adjustments when you get into the asana. Make adjustments if you feel it's not, you feel not the right position. You might want to sink a little bit. Work where you can, where you feel right. Take that time, as much as you need, to move in. And picture it. Picture how it should be, how you want it to be. Maybe you're happy with it. Maybe you're completely happy with it, and that's fine. But we're optimistic that it will feel good. Okay, so from here, we'll straighten through your front leg a little, and we'll start to move forward to Trikonasana. So lengthen your spine forward. Release the hand to the shin, a block of the floor. Reach straight up through that top hand, and turn your gaze to where it feels right to you. Lengthen through your waist, and draw the inner thighs together. It's still working through your hips, so both hips. So this left hip tends to drop out to the side, so draw it in. Well done. We'll take one more deep inhale. We'll start to move up, so slowly start to come back up, and then rebend the legs, so release the tension in the legs. Not fully, but a little bit. So again, the second time we come in, we'll come in either for Trikonasana again, or that twisted version. So if you're moving into Trikonasana, just lengthen your leg and move forwards and in. If you want to come with me, we're doing the twisted version. So step in a little bit, release your hands, step in a little bit through your back leg. Turn the shoulders and the hips round towards the front a little bit. Again, grab your block if that helps you. So your block now is in that right hand. You're going to reach forwards and then proceed forwards, so lengthen forwards. And then release the block down to the floor if you can manage. And then use your left arm this time. So grab hold of your rib cage, draw yourself round, and then stretch the left arm up. Maybe look up towards that left hand. Relax the shoulders, try and create a little bit of space between the shoulders and the ears. Breathe. Now that slowly release. And then move back up. So come up again. Again, when you come up, we'll rebend that front leg, move back into warrior two. And then we'll release the hands down towards the ground. So when you come in, spin on the heel of the back leg. Good. And you can always lower that back knee down if you've had enough. And one last final bit, coming in for that twist. So right hand to the ground, left hand to the knee, or reaching up, opening your chest and twisting a little bit through your torso. Well done, release the hands to the ground. From there, we'll step to plank. We are going to lower down again, so please feel free to lower your knees or just bend your elbows and release yourself all the way back down to the ground. So when you come here, take your hands round, drop your forehead down and just take a moment. Just appreciate how you feel. Well done. So we're going to come in for bow here. So with bow, you can do the legs only. So if you're doing the legs, keep your knees hip distance and just bend your legs. Keeping your hands here, all you're going to do is to squeeze your bottom and lift your thighs a little bit off the ground. If you'd like a little bit more, take your hands behind you. So when you lift your thighs up, you're also going to lift your chest and reach your hands back to your feet. Or maybe take hold of your feet or your ankles. And on the inhale, press your feet into your hands, lift the chest, lift the legs, and breathe. When you're ready, slowly now release all the way back down. Release the arms, release the upper body. Done. So we'll make our way back up. So hands again underneath your shoulders. Start to push yourself back up onto your knees. Maybe take yourself back to a child's pose for a moment. So just stretch back fully. And then when you're ready, move forwards. And we're going to come into sitting. So if you swing your legs round towards the front. And if you extend your right leg forward, so you're going to flex your foot. And just bend your left leg so you've got your foot flat on the floor, first of all. And once more, you can use your strap for this next one. So, grab your strap if you want to. So, first of all, we're going to lift that left foot off the ground. Take hold of it with your right foot. Again, I'll show you with the strap. And then start to lift that up. So you can keep it bent. You can extend it forwards if that works. And with your left hand, just take your left fingertips behind you and just use them on the ground to try, so you're not kind of collapsing back. So you want to lift up and lengthen. Now if you're using your strap, again, just use the strap around the ball of the foot and just hold it forwards to any degree with the hand behind you. Now if you want to, you can also come in for a bit of a twist here. So we lift that left hand up off the ground, stretch it behind us, and maybe turn round to look along that back hand. I'll move forwards a little bit. So we rotate round. Okay, well done. Slowly release, so rebend the leg. Keep hold of it. And then we're going to come in for a little cradling of the baby here. So we're going to bring your right hands, keep it on that knee, and you can take your left hand just to the knee on that left leg. If you want a little bit more, use your arms, so coming in, so your knee rests in the crease of your left elbow, and then your foot rests in the crease of your right elbow. And you can move it gently side to side, whatever works for you. Well done. Okay, from there, we'll release that, but we're going to come in for half Gomukhasana. So with your right foot flex, move this left leg so that the knee stacks on top of the knee. And if your knee is high here, it doesn't matter. You can always just hold it there. And then you can either stay upright here or move forwards. So if you're moving forwards, hands to your shin, your ankle, maybe even your foot. So you grab hold of that right foot, or use your strap around the ball of your right foot and move yourself out. And then just try and relax. Okay, well done. From there, slowly start to make your way up. Now we're going to come for a climb version of pigeon here. So keeping your legs pretty much like this, you're going to bend your right leg. So just bend your right leg. Now we want to move this leg over, so you'll need to kind of shove it over. Flex your left foot and your right foot's on the ground. So hands behind you again. And you can adjust this. So you can move forwards, you can move back. You can adjust it to any position where you feel you're getting more of a stretch, but try not to lean back. So keep your upper body lifted, foot flexed. And just discover the sensations. If you want more, then you're going to move further forwards. If you want less, move a bit further back. Excellent. Okay, one more deep inhale. And then we'll slowly release that. So maybe give your legs just a little kind of shake out before we come in and do the other side. So when you're ready, again stretch your left leg in front and bend your right leg in. Sit forward onto your sit bones, and then we'll lift your right foot off the ground, taking hold of it with your left hand. So you can stay here, you can move it up a little bit, or you can stretch it forwards. With your right hand, take your fingertips behind you. And again, we're in a little bit of a twist there. You can just stay with that, or you can lift up through that right arm, so stretch it all the way behind you, and maybe turn and look at it. Now move forward so you can see a little bit more. So you want to reach back, good, and breathe. Excellent. Well done. Okay, slowly now, bring that hand back in, and then bend your leg. So keeping hold of it with your left hand, grab hold of the knee with your right hand. You might just stay there, maybe just move it a little bit forward and back, or circle it around, or come in and create a little bit more. So your foot goes into the crease of your elbow, the knee goes into your crease of your elbow, and move a little bit. Again, does it feel right? Take it back to your hand, maybe a hand on a knee, whatever works. And keep your left foot a little bit flexed so that it's not just collapsing. Good. And then slowly take that leg, so you're taking that right knee now over the top of your left knee. Again, if it's high, don't worry about it. Flex both feet a little bit and then start to move forwards. So again, maybe come to your hands on the floor, on your foot or your leg, wherever you can reach, and relax down. And if you want to use the strap, grab the strap and gently draw yourself forward. Okay, from there, slowly now, start to come into that reclining version of pigeon. So we're going to bend your left leg and then move your right foot so that the foot is on the knee, and then move your hips forward if you want a little bit more. Keep your hands behind you, lift your chest up, draw your belly in. If you want less, move further away. But you're in control. You can turn it up, you can turn it down. Okay, one more deep inhale, and then we'll slowly release both legs. So again, maybe give them a little shake off. So from here, we are going to move down onto your mat. So if you want to, you could grab a block again and use that for your bridge. Otherwise, slowly just make your way down. So if you're using the block, lift your hips up, place the block underneath your hips, and then rest the hips back down and just relax there. Otherwise, as you inhale, lift your hips up and move up to a position that's comfortable for you. So upper back, middle back, maybe on your shoulders. Start to walk the shoulder blades in if you can, and maybe clasp your hands. Okay, when you're ready, slowly release the hands and then start to lower yourself all the way back down towards the ground. Again, maybe take your feet wide, drop the knees in. Maybe one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly. And then when you're ready, we're going to move into Shavasana. So if you do want to put anything now comfortable on, so socks or jumpers, anything to keep yourself warm, then do that and start to just make your way down. But take your time, you've got plenty of time. And when you get into your Shavasana position, just start to notice your breath. So lay yourself out to rest, as if you're pressing the blueprint of your entire body into the earth, beneath the earth. Take a long, slow breath in and out. Exhale, inhale. And on the exhale, try and exhale physically, mentally, emotionally. As gravity takes hold, feel your organs get heavy and sink earthbound as your upper body becomes lighter and more buoyant. Let the muscles around your eyes soften and the skin on your forehead melt as your body slowly spreads like water. As you let go another 5%, release the trying, the doing, the fighting, and come into being. No need to try so hard here. Let the soft hum of your breath come and go of its own accord. Your breath breathing you. Allow yourself to be held here by the earth, as if you're being held in the arms of a mother. With this sweet support, are you more able to drop into your inner landscape? Are you more able to find a soothing washing through you, filling every space of your being? And know that this feeling, this peace, is always there for you, waiting patiently for you to uncover it whenever you need. When you're ready, we're going to take a deep inhale through your nose, and then we're going to sigh out your mouth. We'll do that again, so just deeply inhaling through your nose, and then just let it go. And then we'll start to move just your fingers and your toes, maybe your hands and your feet. And maybe take your arms and just stretch overhead, so all the way from your hands to your feet. And then slowly, when you're ready, bring the arms back over. Maybe bend the knees towards your chest, or you can have them flat on the floor if you'd like. And just start to move gently side to side. And then if you'd like, you can start to move over onto your side, just taking your time. And then when you're ready, we'll start to make our way up. So just take your time as you come up. Keep your eyes closed, maybe. And just start to find a comfortable seat. When you're ready, we'll bring the palms together, just in front of your heart. So just leaving a little gap, just to signify an openness in your heart. So thank you so much for coming along and practicing with me this morning. I hope you've enjoyed the optimism practice that we're doing this week. And I bid you to stay positive. Namaste. Okay, thank you very much, everyone. I'll see you next time.